Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, Witchy Weaves and Wonders. If you are new, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. Today, we are doing a super fun project because it involves Harry Potter. Who doesn't love a little bit of Harry Potter in our lives? And as we approach the spooky season, why not? As I look around aimlessly, I got this a little while back. So it's a bunch of crochet patterns that are all based on Harry Potter. And I think for my next I Try patterns, we are going to make one out of here. And the one we are going to make, because I think it looks fun, is the Student Wizard Hooded Poncho. So it is, let's see if I can see how I'm lining this up. It is just it's supposed to be black. I'll tell you right now, ours is not going to be black. I have some really fun pastel-y yarn. We're going to make this, but we're going to make it with this. It's a whole bunch of like greens and blues and purples and pinks, and I love it, and it's really soft. So first one we make, because I'm probably going to make this more than once, we're going to use this, and we're going to make the poncho. It does seem to be a rather involved pattern, because while you make the like yoke of it top down in one piece, the arms, the hood, and is there more? No. Okay. Yes. It looks like the arms, the front, the back, and the hood are all technically considered separate pieces. So, I'm hoping this doesn't mean I have to do a ton of sewing. If I do, I will. But our goal will be to have a cute pastel version of that, which will be very exciting for all involved, I'm sure. So just like the previous videos, I will pop back in voice and hands to give you little updates as needed on how the pattern's going, what I think of it. Is it easy to follow? Is it a little confusing in places? A lot of times big books like this can have those issues where it's not exactly beginner friendly, and that's why I'm doing this. I was a beginner once, and I bought some of these books and patterns and kits and thought, oh, I can do it. How hard can it be? It can be very hard. So before somebody goes out and spends like $25 to $30 on a book that they will not be able to crochet out of because it's just not their skill level, I would like to give a little review. Now, obviously, again, like I've said in the other videos, this is not my pattern. Therefore, I am not giving you a tutorial on how to do the pattern. I'm only explaining what I did, what some issues were, and I will insert some footage of actually making it. At the end, we hope to have a lovely gardeny pastel poncho, and who knows? Maybe we'll make more in some other colors. I have this idea of making one that's like a purple hood and then having the body be like black and green all the way down in stripes. I feel like that'd be really fun. I also think I'm going to, because the hood is separate, do the hood and the cuffs and maybe even like a waistband in a different color. Like one of these colors, but solid. So like the hood, the cuffs, and the bottom hem would all be like a solid pink or a solid purple or something along those lines. Just to add a little bit more pizzazz But it also depends on what this looks like when I finish. If I finish like the body part of it and I think that it needs the cuffs and stuff to be in this, I will. I don't foresee that happening though. I think this is going to be a lot going on, and therefore that's why I think the hood should probably be like a solid. Just to like tone down the crazy. But I mean, I love tie-dye, so I don't know. Maybe we'll go full crazy. We'll see. But with that being said, I'm going to get to work, and I will see you guys at the end, probably dressed differently, and we'll go over it. We'll discuss it. We will show our finished product. So I'll see you guys in the future. Okay guys, so update on our little Harry Potter project. Kind of forgot that I recorded an intro to do this as a pattern follow along, but it's fine. We are not that far in. You can see we have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows plus our starting chain. So this is the top as of right now. Colors are beautiful. It's really flowy. Like it's very stretchy and soft and light. It's very light right now. I don't think it's gonna be like light as in cool by any means, but it is definitely a much more like flowy fat like stitch, I guess. It's just doubles, so it's not anything crazy. Or no, half doubles. I think it's half. But anyways, we will open the pattern book real quick so I can show you where we are. So we are just on the yoke. Like I said, we are, I think, 4 in. No, round 5, because I had to put the stitch markers in. So right now, I think we're in possibly round 6. I know I should know that, but like it's I haven't touched it in a little while. But I'm thinking we're on round 6. She says hoping. But I'll figure it out. I just wanted to give a quick update. This is where we're at. So far, it's going okay. Some of the instructions are a little confusing. For example, even though they had us mark these stitches, we're not doing much with them right now. We're just doing 2 half double crochets before each stitch marker and then moving the stitch markers. So it's not like when I've made a top down one before where like the stitch markers are the arm lines. I'm assuming that's what they're going to be for the arms, but I'm not sure. I guess I'll find out when I get a little further into it. But yeah, if you can, we'll pull you guys down just a tad. So what I'm looking at is this part here, which yes, I still realize that you are now seeing it the wrong direction, but it's better this way at least. So we are just up here. We've only gone through that and that. And like I said, so far it's going okay. There's been a couple areas that I questioned kind of what I was supposed to do. Like their instructions unclear. But we're getting there. So yeah, I think we're just doing repeats of round 6 for the next like 19 rows. So yeah, we're gonna be just doing chain 2 and then half double crochets 2 before marked stitches multiple times. So I will get that done, come back, and we can move on to yoke continued, which I'm not a huge fan of breaking stuff up the way it is. Like, we're not cutting it or anything, so I don't know why we're starting over with round 1. I feel like this can get confusing at some point, but we'll see. I will continue with this, and I will come back when I have an update. Until then, stick around. It'll be like 5 seconds for you, like 10 minutes for me. Bye! Hey guys, so the last video clip that you guys saw was from September 2024. Obviously, we are no longer in September. We are now in February. We're in February. Almost March of 2025. My hair's changed. My room's changed. And we do have a finished sweater, so we are going to go over it. But I wanted to hop in here first and just kind of be like, yeah, so it's not that the pattern was hard, that it's taken this long to finish it and this video. I've had a lot happening between family tragedies and life. So here we are. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season. I hope your new year is going wonderfully. Honestly, we're doing pretty good over here. So I'm gonna try to get back into filming and streaming if I can, but to be honest, as a mom and a teacher to my kids, as well as taking care of my house, videos on YouTube are going to come last. They're, as of right now, not on the same level as other things, and that's just the way it is. It's also the start of market season, so I'm very busy preparing, stocking, and getting ready for all of those. But I will do my best to get some shorts made, and maybe even try and do some like market prep vlogs, because those are fairly simple to just sit down, turn on the camera, and you guys can watch me do whatever I'm doing that day. Whether it's sewing, crocheting, running around like a chicken with my head cut off, you know, whatever it is. I'm sure it'll be super fun to watch. But with that being said, I am sorry it's taken so long to get back to this. Like I said, it has nothing to do with the actual pattern. I am pleasantly surprised at how easy it actually worked up. Obviously, I'll zoom out and you can see everything, but like, it actually worked up really well. I think it's really cute. I like the way that they designed the hood. It's very much trust the process when it comes to the hood design, because I really thought it was not going anywhere when I was making it. But it came out beautifully. I did end up choosing to do the hood, the arms, in a different color, because one, I ran out of this. It was really close to not having enough to even make it like to the end. And that was three balls of this. I had 3 of them. They're all gone, which is great. That means I used up a lot of yarn. The other thing I did was I added just one by one, like, not 1 by 1, that's knitting. Anyways, it's just a single crochet ribbed cuff, because I didn't like that it was just going to be open. So we did that, and like I said, I'll back up. The actual hood, let's see, we'll aim you up too. This will come up a little. So the actual hood is really pointed. That it's designed to be that way because it's supposed to be like a witch's hood. You can see. It's supposed to look like a witch's hat when it's on. But yeah, so we did all of that in white, and then I trimmed it in the multi just to add a little more cohesion. I really like how the hood looks when it's like flat. I don't know. I think it is super cute the way that it lays. And then the drop sleeve that it does, I'll aim you back down. It does a drop sleeve. So you see the sleeve hits really low. And I think that it just gives it a very like magical, whimsical look. It is also very soft. I was 100% correct in the fact that making it with this yarn was going to make this super, super soft. It definitely is. I would not say that book is necessarily for beginners, though. I mentioned that way back when we started this, that it seemed very involved, and I still stand by that. The book is great if you can kind of understand what they're wanting you to do without reading it. Because I believe in the last clip that you guys saw, I mentioned that there are instructions for the increasing, like here and here, and then the same on the back. It was not super clear. The way that they were saying, when you get to your stitch marker, do 2 before and then move the stitch marker to after, and it got really, really confusing as to where my stitch marker was supposed to be versus where my 2 stitches were supposed to be. Obviously we figured it out, and now that I've done it, I understand what I'm doing. But the only reason I know that is because I've made other tops that do the increase, and so I was able to kind of like line it up and be like, okay, we're increasing like this. But had it not been for that, I would have had no idea. And there is no clarification. There's no pictures. There's no like, do the stitch here and then move your marker here so that it increases correctly. That doesn't exist. So unless you've made a yoke before, I don't think you would be able to follow it super easily. I could be wrong though. Maybe my brain just wasn't reading it correctly, or I just am not comprehending it. But I personally don't think that that is super beginner friendly. Now, granted, if you're a beginner and you're like, I'm gonna make this, I wish you luck. Jumping in on a sweater is probably not where you should be regardless. But other than that one instruction, oh, and the fact that the hood is really a trust the process type of a situation. Like I said, I did not think this was going to work out, but I just kept going, and it did. So, yay. But other than that, other than the increasing not being entirely straightforward, in my opinion, it was a really easy pattern. It's nothing but half double crochets for the entirety of it, minus the hood, which is done in singles. So complexity to stitches, there is 0. And like I said, the only thing I changed was I added a cuff because I didn't like that it was just super open. It just didn't look right when you tried it on, like having the really wide sleeves. So doing the ribbed cuffs, I think, made it look finished, because it definitely didn't. I didn't add anything to the bottom. The way that they have you finish the bottom works really well. It gives it a... Here, we'll go down again. Whee! You can see my yarn in the background. So the way that they have you do the bottom really gives it like a floofiness. So it kind of like billows. And then when they have you, they also have you use a larger hook for the body. And I think that makes a huge difference too in making it really like flowy. But yeah, so that is where we're at. We finished it. It was nice. I do fully intend to make some more of these. I want one, but not in pastel. To be perfectly honest, I'd like something that fits a little bit more to the aesthetic. It's just me. But I do love this. It will be going up for sale on my website. But to be honest, I have a market in like 2 weeks. So if you don't grab it prior to the market, it may be gone. So that is what it is. But it's pretty. I'll be making more of them. I want to make some that are in solid colors with just accenting like the hood and the arms in a different color so that they're a little bit more universal or maybe more easy to wear. I understand not everybody wants to throw on a bright pastel poncho, long-sleeved poncho, but it was fun. I am going to make the Hogwarts handbag next, the little acceptance letter, and we'll bring you along for that maybe too, because I'm gonna line it and we'll see how that goes. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking around. And I know this was a long one, and I know that you didn't get a lot of actual crocheting. I don't think I showed any, in fact. But like I stated in the beginning, this isn't a tutorial. It's just my opinion on the actual pattern, which I'll grab the book just so that we can remember what it was. This is what we were looking at. And that's the original design. It's cute. It came out nice. It looks like the picture. So, expectation, reality. Good job. I appreciate whoever did this book. It does seem like it's pretty well pattern tested, which is saying something because I have encountered a lot of patterns now from different companies. I am going to say companies. Individual pattern creators have not had a problem. Companies making patterns, whether it's Hobby Lobby, Warner Brothers, Dollar General, whatever. It really seems like companies are not paying to have their stuff pattern tested, and it's really obvious. It's also really obvious for some of the kits that I have gotten that they are most likely, I can't say for sure because I'm not there and I don't know, but they're most likely AI. No actual pattern writer would write some of these patterns the way that they're being written. And that really sucks, especially when the patterns are marketed as beginner and then you get into them and it's like, this isn't even a pattern. It literally looks like somebody shoved it into an AI and said, hey, make a pattern for this. And then AI was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So we're probably going to keep this up. We're going to keep looking at patterns. I have a couple kits back here that I want to look at. One of them I got from a bin store, so I'm not even sure what all is going to be in that one. But I want to see what they're like. I want to know if people should spend their money on them. You know, some of these can be $20, $30, $40. And if it's a bad kit, it's going to turn people off from wanting to crochet. It did for me. You know, I had some of the Hobby Lobby kits, and I went into them thinking, how hard can it be to make a taco? It's half a circle. But because the pattern isn't well written or tested, I guess, whichever one it might be, it really makes you discouraged when you're just trying to learn. So I do think it's important to keep looking at these patterns and keep being critical of the mass-produced options, and kind of put out a little PSA of, you know, we can tell when these are well written and we can tell when they're not. And it's hurting the community for these companies to put out poorly tested, poorly written patterns, and nobody seems to care, company-wise. Obviously, the crochet artists in the community are doing a lot of the I try patterns. I tried the Dollar General, I tried Dollar Tree, whatever it might be. And that's important so that we can continue to help the people that are coming into the community to not feel like a failure because they can't figure it out. Because that sucks for everybody. So, again, I thank everybody for watching. I'll get off my little soapbox rant now, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.